This is my friend Iyla.
Start again in a second.
This is my friend Iyla.
And this is my friend Hayden.
And this is What's the Talk About? A podcast about, well, anything.
And everything. So today, let's start off with our rose and our thorn.
Iyla, would you like to go first?
Sure. My rose, and since it's just today, I think it's actually recording right now because I'm very happy we're doing this, and it has been in motion for like a little while, and I guess that's my rose of the day. My thorn is being so unbelievably bored this summer, because like, you know, when summer comes around and it's just like complete boredom.
Yeah, literally.
Because like, you miss school almost. Like, it's gotten to the point where I miss school.
Yeah.
And it's that boring. Anyway, about you now. What's your rose and your thorn?
Okay, my rose of the day is getting to actually do something during my summer, because I've been rotting in my bedroom for like a week, and I get to see one of my bestest friends. And my thorn is that there's no good shows on Netflix right now, and I'm waiting for the rest of Bridgerton season 3 to drop.
I'm literally dying. No, I keep telling myself though I only have 13 days left. Basically, they're more than 13. It's just so depressing.
Such a long time.
Why would they do that? No, because you know why I think they did that? Because we have to rewatch every single episode now.
And then it like brings them in more revenue.
Exactly. They're little sneaks.
So smart though.
I know.
Okay, today's episode theme is our strangest celebrity conspiracy theories.
Yes. It took a little bit to figure these out, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, definitely some weird deep dives into things that I never thought I would be looking up, but here we are.
You know, every single YouTube video I watched about conspiracy theories started out with like, this is gonna blow your mind.
And then it's like, subscribe to my channel right now to learn about it.
They
or
spent like 2 minutes talking about subscribing and liking.
I know. They're like, I'm about to tell you this conspiracy theory. Now, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to subscribe to my channel before I tell you about it.
And then they said, you'll never want to do this again. You'll never want to hear about the celebrity. Like, it's not even that bad of a conspiracy. But
should we get started?
Yeah, let's introduce first. Basically, for this episode, we don't know what each other's conspiracy theories are. So, let's you go first.
Okay. So my first one is actually about Keanu Reeves, and the conspiracy theory is that he's immortal.
Like he's reincarnated, kind of?
And this is quite a crazy conspiracy theory.
You have paragraphs on this. Okay.
So basically, Keanu Reeves is 59 years old, but many people believe that he is barely aged in his 30 plus years of being an actor.
How is he 59 right now?
I don't know, but he looks so young, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
So people have even gone on to say that he has been living since 780.
Okay. Continue.
So, the first person that theorists believe he was Charles the Great, the founder of the Holy Roman Empire.
These people are crazy.
So paintings of the medieval emperor do bear a resemblance to Reeves, and the circumstances surrounding his death also invite suspicions, as Charles' body was hurriedly buried during cold weather. And this is a clear hint that they needed to bury a body to not raise any suspicion. And Charles is said to have passed away of natural causes just months after he established his son as his successor, just like he knew he was going to die. Which leads conspiracy theorists to speculate that the whole thing may have been staged to give Charles, by which they mean Reeves, an opportunity to depart and establish a new identity elsewhere.
So it's not like they think Keanu Reeves is his son. They think he's actually him.
Yeah, and that
this is
just
what,
like
800, what did you say?
700 AD.
Oh my gosh.
And let me just show you a picture, because I'm seeing the resemblance.
His eyes are so similar. Guys, if you don't know what King Charles looks like.
That's not King Charles.
What's his name?
Charles the Great.
That is right. King Charles is right. But it's King Charles the Great.
No, but King Charles the Great is the founder of the Holy Roman Empire.
No, I know. Guys, look up King Charles the Great and then look up Keanu Reeves and then you'll see what we see.
The eyes and like the beard are so similar and it's so creepy.
Even the mustache.
And they have like the same soul like staring eyeballs.
No, they have like the same aura.
I know.
It's creepy. Okay, continue.
So I can definitely agree with that for sure. And so the second person that theorists believe is Paul Munet, and I see a bigger resemblance between those two.
It's like him with a larger wig.
It's actually terrifying how similar they look.
Wait, who is Paul?
Okay, I'm just about to tell you about this, but like this gets even creepier.
Okay.
So, aside from the striking resemblance, there are several facts that theorists believe without any reasonable doubt that Paul Munet is Keanu Reeves. He was a doctor first, and then an actor. An actor.
Oh my god, stress that fact right there.
And people believe that the rise of the medical science could have been a problem to an immortal. By becoming a baron of medicine, he gained protection from any kind of inquiry about his everlasting appearance. And then Paul Munet allegedly died in 1922, but no body was ever found. And there was some conjecture that he died of a heart condition, but still, no body was ever found. So he is literally living right now as Keanu Reeves.
Literally.
He is keeping the same occupation and the same face shape. It's just all right there. He's literally walking among us right now.
Are we like supposed to disprove these theories? Because I have lots of things to say.
Oh, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Should we talk about it at the end, or what do you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
So another reason people believe he is immortal is the fact that his kindness can only be acquired in a long and wise life. They say Keanu is one of the few actors who truly respect the work of the people behind the scenes in Hollywood movies.
This is so far-fetched.
It is clear that during his everlasting life, he came to appreciate the hard work, so he decided to give away 50 million pounds out of 70 million of his earnings from the Matrix sequels. And when asked about his generosity, he said, "Money is the last thing I think about. I could live on what I have already made for the next few centuries." A next few centuries? This man knows he's going to be living for the next few centuries.
No, he's literally talking like he's immortal.
I know.
Okay.
And it gets even weirder.
Okay.
On the Keanu Reeves is Immortal website. Yes, that is a real website where all they talk about is how Keanu Reeves is immortal. And all the conspiracy theorists go on there to converse about who he is currently and who he was in his past life.
Oh my gosh.
So on this website, there is a secret time travel machine.
What? Like a real one? What are you talking about?
Like, they know about the secret time travel machine. And they saw the world in 2077. And guess who they found?
They're freaking crazy.
They found Keanu Reeves was still alive in 2077.
Oh, in the future?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's still living. He's gonna outlive all of us.
You know, all that money in the centuries that he's gonna have.
Ready for the craziest part?
Oh.
During an appearance on the Jimmy Fallon Show in 2017, Reeves was asked about his resemblance to these two historical figures, and his response did nothing but fan the flames of suspicion. When Fallon explained that conspiracy theorists are suggesting Reeves had been seen in different guises through the ages, the actor cryptically said, quote, "We're all Stardust, baby," end quote.
Keanu Reeves said that?
Yeah.
And that totally means he's immortal, because we're all Stardust.
Starbucks. So let's look to some of the public comments on this issue, which came off of the Keanu Reeves is Immortal website. Someone says, "I hope he is. The planet needs more like him." In response, someone else replies, "He needs to procreate. Certainly he will get plenty of intelligent, healthy, able women to bear his children!" Exclamation mark.
Okay.
Even immortals die eventually. In response to that comment, a very lovely French woman responded in French saying, "It is true that he could have several dozen children if he wanted."
Oh, so he's like...
Then the comment section gets very mad at her and ends up telling her, quote, "No one wants to learn smelly baguette," end quote. So maybe people aren't as invested as some may think. Anyways, what do you think about this conspiracy theory, Iyla?
I think there's a lot of loopholes in it, but there's a lot of things you're following. Like, you even have comments. He said that he was gonna have money centuries later, and which, like, he
Why
knew.
would you need money for centuries?
No, and also that feels like bragging to me a little bit. Does that feel like bragging?
It does, but also I think Mans just needs to get his bag up for his future lives, you know? It's probably not cheap to, like, change your identity every few years.
Right. Which doesn't make sense. But, like, is it because, like, is he trying to hide because all these guys died? Like, we obviously know.
They supposedly died.
Right.
But is it just Keanu on the run?
Oh my gosh, for all these years. And he's just been changing his mustache and his
I know,
beard.
he just shaves and he's, like, good as new.
He's, like, figuring out the styles of the century.
I know.
Yeah, okay. I think you have a good amount of evidence, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah. Also, do you think you would want to learn smelly baguette?
Would you?
Well, I'm currently learning smelly baguette, so I do quite enjoy it, I must say.
I think his Stardust comment is a little far. I also think that, what did he say? He said something about, what was your earlier topic before the Stardust? Oh, it said that he was generous and his kindness was like...
Yeah, that's what people say about him. He just gives away $50 million to the public.
Right. I think that's actually a surprisingly good conspiracy theory.
I totally believe it. I think Keanu is living among us, and he's actually just the founder of the Holy Roman Empire.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he's, like, so wise beyond his years, but he also looks so young, and you can't do that unless you're immortal, you know?
Right, totally.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, I enjoyed that. Do you want to hear my first one?
Of course.
This is about our beloved Taylor Swift. And I know Hayden is not a Swiftie, but I am. So it was interesting to read this conspiracy theory. So basically the theory is that Taylor Swift is related to the creator of Satanism and has been brainwashing her listeners into becoming, like, a satanic.
No way.
Yeah. So basically...
So clearly you're telling me that you're satanic and
yeah,
I'm not.
No, I feel it. Every day I worship.
Is the devil knocking on your doorstep?
Yeah, we're good friends.
Oh, good.
Well acquainted. So we're going to start off explaining this guy named Anton Lavey. He started the Satanic Church in 1985, okay? Doesn't sound that long ago, right? Not started, but, you know, like one of the Satanic churches. And basically, he had this daughter named Zena Lavey, and people started to get a little suspicious about Zena and Anton, because if you compare Taylor Swift and Zena Lavey, it's, like, literally uncanny. Now, there's other pictures, but, like, look how related they freaking look.
That's so scary.
So, like,
she also kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe.
Which one, Zena?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is a really old picture, but let me show you another one. Now, this is, like, similar editing and everything.
That's so scary.
Like, she has similar eyebrows, her lips are, like, even so, her freaking nose, even.
Yeah, those are the same person.
Literally. If you just put, like, a little more white makeup on her. Basically, they think that Taylor Swift is Zena's daughter. And they're, like, almost identical, as you can see, very similar. Basically, they're either twins, or she's Zena's child, or it is theorized that she could be a clone of Zena.
Oh, I believe in the clone theory.
I know, me too.
Is Zena dead?
Zena's not dead.
Oh.
She's 50 years old right now, which is kind of crazy. She's still alive. But people are saying that he wanted to keep, like, because Xena doesn't have as much as an outreach as Taylor Swift has.
Mhm.
So by cloning her, they could have made her into the pop star she is right now. And have you
Oh.
seen the videos of Taylor Swift fans, like, actually listening to her music? There's this video of this girl crying over a Taylor Swift song because she's sitting outside of the concert, and her friends are sitting around her, but she couldn't get into the concert, so she's crying. And then her favorite song comes on,
Mhm.
and she's sobbing to the other girl's arms, and her, like, eyes are going crazy, and it's, like, really freaky. Okay,
So
And
she's like possessed
literally, and we all know that,
by
like,
Xena.
by Xena's twin, right? Or daughter. So basically, we all know that Swifties are kind of known as a cult, because when you look at it, people will spend literally thousands of dollars to go see her. And, like, she flies over the globe, like, by night. We know this.
Yeah.
And she's, like, one of the most famous pop stars,
Mhm.
especially right now. And I think she has such an outreach that it would make sense for her to take over this satanic church kind of whatever, and, like, recruit people. Because, like, Swifties are basically in a cult. I'm in a cult. I can say that. You know, but, like, we go crazy for her songs. Any new song, as soon as it comes out, it's gonna be on the radio. And, like, we have common themes. Like, all her lyrics are about revenge, most of them. And her album Reputation, which hasn't been Taylor's version yet. But in her Karma video, you know, her second newest album or whatever,
Yeah.
and in it she's wearing a mask, and people are saying that's because she's demonized.
Oh my gosh.
And, like, she pulls it off to show she's not the demon people say. And it theorizes that she's actually trying to recruit these people into her cult. And then we see her in some of her videos. You can actually look at, like, her killing people in her popular songs. Like Bad Blood, she talks about killing people. The video is very, you know, crazy. In Florida, she talks about dragging people into the swamp. In Carolina, and I know that's in a movie or whatever, but it's still related to, like, death and killing. And in Blank Space, the music video, she kills men in her house. She poisons them, and this is, like, a common theme in all her videos.
Terrifying.
Right.
And there's, like, so many young kids who listen to this too.
Right, and you notice that young kids start dressing up as her. They have, like, all their, they have the bracelets, and that's, like, a theory, too, that the bracelets are, like, show that you're already recruited into the cult.
Oh my gosh.
And then, as I've said before, it makes sense because she's so influential, like, for her to spread her satanic message. And I mean, like, literally, Swifties cult. There's, like, no difference. Like, they gather around. Stadiums are freaking full of people. And people will, like, sell their soul, literally, to get tickets to Taylor Swift. Which is, like, I know it's a common saying, selling your soul, but, like, maybe it's actually true. Maybe it's actually true. So, that is my first one. That's my
Okay.
first one.
My second theory is actually crazy.
Is it Justin Bieber?
It is.
Justin Bieber one?
But
Okay.
let me start you off with a quick definition.
Okay.
This is gonna make you break out into goosebumps.
Is it like a Bieber definition or what?
No.
Good.
No. But you are on the you're kind of on the track.
Okay.
Reptilian humanoids, or anthropomorphic reptiles, are fictional creatures that appear in folklore, fiction, and conspiracy theories. So what happens when a popular celebrity is labeled as a lizard man?
Oh my gosh. No, because I was watching the YouTube video that I told you I was watching about conspiracy theories, and the guy was just talking about reptilians, like humanoids. And I was just like, he's crazy. But continue.
Okay, so in early 2017, an Australian site named Perth Now posted a strange story with a headline that reads, "Hundreds of fans claim they saw Justin Bieber turn into a giant reptile." So apparently, Justin Bieber transformed into a lizard at an Australian airport in front of hundreds of fans.
Do we have pictures? Is there?
I can find you a picture.
Okay.
But, so hundreds of people there recorded Bieber changing into this reptile. But after this incident, no one could find said videos or pictures, and that's because everyone there claimed that Justin's bodyguard would, quote, kick their teeth in if they didn't delete them and put their phones away.
Okay.
So
this is Australia?
yeah, you know, strange things happen up down there.
down under.
Australia's down, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Guys, we don't know our geography.
So soon after, this certain article was wiped off of the planet. And after the site deleted this post, BuzzFeed News emailed Perth Now to try and get a quote about this strange headline that they posted. And Perth News claimed they never even posted this article in the first place. But like hundreds and hundreds of people saw this article because obviously it was going viral because Justin Bieber spotted as transforming into a lizard with the whole forked tongue, red eyes is like obviously gonna feel like lots of people. And this is also in 2017, like amidst like the huge Justin Bieber craze.
Right, okay.
So after they denied that this article was ever posted, this kind of whole like theory, like pictures, like everything just kind of disappeared and everyone forgot about it until a few years later a new website brought up similar claims, and that when Bieber was arrested, in his court videos he blinks the same way lizards do. And you can actually look up this court video and you'll see Justin blinking like how actual reptiles do. And it's like really creepy, and people have like edited it to show it's like him having like red eyes and his like tongue's coming out, but in this actual video he is blinking like an actual lizard, and it's actually so creepy.
Right, like with the eyes, the slits in the eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like dilation. Okay.
So believers, or should I say believers, get it?
So funny.
Believe that reptilian humanoids are a form of dominant reptilian Illuminati bloodline. So they believe that Justin Bieber is in the Illuminati, and they believe that anyone who is in the Illuminati, if it does even exist, that every single person in the Illuminati are reptiles who are trying to take control of every single person on the planet.
And the government's in on it.
Yeah.
Right.
And they also believe that these reptiles were put on Earth to enslave humans.
This is scaring me. I feel like after we finish this podcast, we're gonna like, there's a van that's gonna pick us up. It's gonna be the Illuminati.
Justin Bieber's gonna be hiding in my closet.
Oh my gosh.
And he's gonna be like hissing at me. I don't know, what sound do reptiles make? Like,
I'm not gonna make it. I thought about it, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, so even though that it's obviously confirmed that Justin Bieber is in the Illuminati,
Right.
do you have any other guesses of who's in this reptilian Illuminati force?
Lady Gaga.
I actually don't know about that one, but
No, because literally I saw an interview and her eyes did the exact same thing.
Really?
And I was like, okay. And like obviously Illuminati is actually a big thing to like, because people actually, conspiracy theorists talk about it a lot.
yeah, and I feel like you
makes
need
sense.
money to get into the Illuminati. Like, you
Right.
know, you gotta pay your fees. But so other people that are in this bloodline, apparently, is Mark Zuckerberg,
I believe that.
Hillary Clinton,
Okay.
Barack Obama, and even Bernie Sanders. That's
It's
right.
all the politicians.
Mitten Man is a reptile.
I knew with those hands. Just protecting
That's why they were in the mittens, because
His
he
scale.
was transforming.
His claws, guys.
He was transforming into a mermaid.
A merman.
Like H2O.
He touched water, guys.
The snow makes him transform.
I knew it.
I know.
That's
And he
why
also
his-
glows in the sun because he's also a vampire. Oh my god.
You could be two things at once.
So many believers of this reptilian Illuminati believe that all of these celebs are responsible for 9/11 and the Holocaust because, you know, all of those people were around for the Holocaust.
Were they?
Yeah. They were just the little reptiles, like, walking around on the ground.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't know that. Common knowledge here, guys.
What do you think about this conspiracy theory, Iyla? I'm not too sure about this one, but I will definitely be having nightmares of a scaly JD.
I'm a semi-believer because I enjoy his music, but I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you notice, celebrities all have something. I feel like they always have like that secret life.
I know.
And like they don't talk about it, and there's always like videos surfacing that disappear quite quickly if you notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Illuminati's trying to cover it up.
Yeah, and like the van outside right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's comfortable. Oh, like comfortable seats for us.
They're gonna transform us into the reptiles.
Can I have like pink scales? Can we
Maybe.
choose?
Like a salamander?
Wait, no. What's the other thing?
An axolotl?
I want to be an axolotl.
Me too.
Those are cute.
Also, didn't Justin Bieber just like disappear like a few months ago because he was like sick? Was he really sick, or was he just?
Wasn't that also
was he
her
just
pregnancy?
in like? No, that was before when he got like that big lump on his neck.
Again, what the frick is that?
He was bitten by a reptile again, and he was transforming, and he had to hide from the public.
No, because like they have to renew the transformation every few like decades, you know?
Yeah.
Just to make sure you're still in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Okay, mine now. Mine's about Britney Spears, and it's
Hit
kind
me,
of
baby, one more time.
it's kind of similar to Justin Bieber's. Okay, hear me out. So people theorize that Britney Spears. Now we all know she started on the Disney Channel. Okay, like a lot of those Disney kids, and we know the Disney Channel is shady, really freaking shady, and it's already a messed up place for kids to start, and it's also known as the Illuminati breeding grounds.
No.
Yes.
Sabrina Carpenter?
I mean,
Olivia Rodrigo?
I feel like she's recruiting Barry Keoghan or whatever his name is. She's like, come here. You can get this
You little
espresso."
Irish boy.
Okay. So yeah, she's been brainwashed to be part of the Illuminati, and there's a bunch of other theories too with Britney Spears, and she's been around for a little while, since early 2000s and 90s. So basically, as we know, she started in the Disney Channel, as I just said, which means that she was already kind of being brainwashed into this Illuminati thinking. And then in an interview later in the 2000s, she said that she was being taught by an underground program called Monarch. Sounds creepy, right?
It does.
And then people theorize that it can very well be the Illuminati messing with her and trying to communicate with her, okay?
Through her education?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, us kids today, I mean, look, think of all the subliminal messaging in Disney. Have you seen those theories where it's like, behind the scenes, like, they'll say little words that, like, hit certain parts of your brain? Anyway, back to the original thing. People think also, in 2007, if you may have noticed, she was going through a drug crisis, obviously, and she shaved her head. And I have images of her shaving her, not shaving her head, but here you go, hold on. This is the first one. Look up images, guys, of Britney Spears' shaved head.
Wow.
But she is going insane there.
She has like jaw. She has
do
like
you
a jaw.
notice like her eyes here? Like they're kind of voids.
They are. Where's the pupil?
I don't know. And then like obviously she's shaving her hair there. That's like real time. And then we have here, and she just looks awful. Anyway, people think that at this time people started calling her crazy, right? But they think the Illuminati's mind control was failing at this point. And I think there's this also another theory that says that you have to like reintroduce the mind control every few decades, because if they spend too much time in the public, it starts to wear off. And I have like You also have, like, you remember this video that surfaced, like, a few years ago, and people were saying that Britney Spears was being replaced?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Because she looked completely different. And I know it could just be, like, physical transformations, but, like, it's really creepy if you look at the images.
I know, and she was just recently spotted, like, playing with knives.
Again, really strange. And I know she's a little messed up in the head, but that could even be by the mind control. Because, I mean, she's still here. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like, she's had drug problems over the years, and she's still here. She didn't even overdose. Another theory to add on to that one is about her music, her actual music. So, during this time when she was going absolutely bonkers, she wrote a secret album called Original Doll. This goes along with the cloning theory, okay? So, it's a secret album because her record label had no idea it was actually happening. And she actually, the only reason we know is because she went into a radio show, and tried to get the music on there. But they wouldn't let her release it because they thought it was weird that she was talking about clones. Now let's go back to that album, Original Doll. Now there's this song, Mona Lisa, and she literally has lyrics about clones. She says, she wants you to know she's been cloned. Like she's trying to tell us that she is not herself.
Oh.
Right. And that could be one of the things that her mind control failed from the Illuminati, and they had decided that they needed a new Britney Spears because it wasn't working out. So she went to this radio station because they wouldn't actually submit her music to the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in her town, and people were saying they had pictures of her holding her chihuahua because she had that little dog, right? And the bodyguards around her. And they said, we can't play your music because it's not released yet. She came back with her bodyguards, okay? She was like, you're going to play my music. And then she told the radio guy to play Mona Lisa, even though it wasn't submitted to the public. And she brought a CD. She had all these CDs. And after the radio show played it, the tapes were erased, deleted. And literally, she wasn't allowed to play it anymore. The record label would reprimand her if she did. What do you think about that?
That's actually crazy. Where do you think where's the real Britney Spears? Where do you think she's, being kept?
I feel like she overdosed. And to cover up for it, because she's such a big celebrity, they actually figured out a way to clone her and just keep her under their control. There's also one more thing. Later in the 2010s, she released a music video actually about her being cloned. And we obviously know the song Mona Lisa now that I told you about that has the lyrics of being cloned. But this actually featured a cloning center, and it was a cartoon kind of animation.
Oh, sort of like Simpson vibes?
Yeah,
how
yeah.
The Simpsons always predict the future?
Which is crazy too. That's another theory. But yeah, that's my theory, that she was cloned and in the Illuminati. What do you think?
I actually believe this. It's so you were really convincing. This is actually crazy.
I like your Keanu Reeves one. I like that one. There's a lot to unpack there.
I know. And I just can't believe that there's so many people dedicated to Keanu Reeves being different
also,
people, that there's an actual website, and they
That's what I
even
was gonna
built a
say.
time machine to go confirm their theory even more. And there's actually another theory that there's this Bollywood actor who has lived just like Keanu Reeves.
Live just like him, or
with so many different identities.
Oh, okay. So this is a common theme of celebrities. They've
Yeah.
lived over the centuries, right?
Yeah, because you have to either be a nepo baby or you have to be around since 700 AD.
Oh yeah, that's easy. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our podcast, man.
Thanks for listening to our first episode.
Yes, we're very excited to put it out.
Yes.
Let us know, and we have an Instagram section. We have YouTube. And
Twitter.
on Spotify. Yes, we have Twitter. Let us know in the comments of any of those. Which one was your favorite
Conspiracy theory.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for listening.
This is
What's the Talk About? Bye.
Bye.